In Voice of Indonesia studio, we have
Mutiara AZKA.
Yay! Welcome.
Thank you.
So, Mutiara AZKA is it's very familiar name, right?
Oh, is it? Am I popular?
Because
Do you know me?
I
Thank you
think
though.
so.
Thank you though.
I've seen your face everywhere though.
Where?
In one of the television national in Indonesia, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You've been there
I've been there
for what?
maybe a time or two. Like so.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, should I explain
Sure.
myself? All right. Hi guys, you probably know me from Indonesian Idol 2021 during the pandemic.
Oh yes.
And
it is.
if you've seen me anywhere on your phone screen, I make content because I'm also a singer-songwriter, content creators, rappers, and also voiceover talent. So yeah.
And we will explore everything, and you will wrap it in one wonderful song that you're gonna do.
Oh,
later.
true. True. I have a song.
You are also a songwriter, and you've been writing for how many songs right now?
Oh, I haven't really counted, but like I started writing when I was in high school. Yeah, I wrote it about because I used to cope with bullying, right? And so the way I cope it is like through songwritings, through music, and one of my biggest is not the question, yeah, but already explaining myself. But yeah, my biggest influence was Taylor Swift back in the days and until now.
Until now.
So yeah, I've written many songs, maybe 50 and above, but like the ones that are actually out there on digital platforms are like 7.
50, and you only released it 7.
Yeah,
come?
cause like some songs are like only up to chorus, and I don't continue it anymore. You know, sometimes it's just a hook, and I don't have the mood to continue it. Then maybe that's not
And
it.
you forgot.
And I forgot, but it's all in my books. Like I have songwriting books.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a long story, right, with you,
Kinda,
because you have a long career since you were in the young age.
Yeah, in music industry.
Yes, in music industry, you started in 21.
No, I started in 2019.
Oh,
actually.
2019.
It was my first debut song was Clouds. Actually, there's a reimagined version of it as well, but like, I'm sorry I didn't bring the -1 today.
Oh no, we've been asking for that one for a long time.
I know, maybe later you'll see me. But yeah, it was back in 2019, April. It was my debut song when I was still working for an NGO. So it was a UMR rate. What is UMR rate?
UMR. Okay.
I still had my minimum wage back then, and I tried to save from there. So it means a lot to me, my debut song. But like back then, I didn't know how to promote. I only know how to produce, how to put it on digital platforms. So like back in my mind was like, oh, if you want to be claimed as a songwriter, then you got to have some songs out there. So yeah, that's what I did. And then I did Breathtaking, the not reimagined version,
Okay.
in December the same year. But like in that year,
In 2021.
no, Breathtaking was in 2019 December.
2019 December.
Yeah, it was it was at the time where I was in the Voice Indonesia. So before Indonesian Idol, I was in the Voice Indonesia. And that time
Captivating all the 3 judges, of course.
I hope so.
You are.
Oh, you've seen my performance.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for researching me
I had a
before.
sneak peek for a little while.
Oh, okay, you'll see me. Yeah, and at that time, it was a hard. It was a how do I put it into words? But it was a turning point for me because like I had to choose between my NGO job and my singing career, and like basically my courage to the entertainment industry is like finally had it back in 2019. So at that time, I created Breathtaking. I wrote it because I felt like I just made a huge step in my life, which is to choose entertainment.
Is it the right choice until now?
Until now, alhamdulillah,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I mean, for now, like I can already like make money out of it, but like back then it was so hard. Like I had this idealism about where my music gonna go, because like I have a very heavy Disney musical influence because I've always been a musical girl as well. Like I haven't told you, but I'm a musical performance as well, a musical theater performance as well.
That's what we're going to discuss a little bit.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, it was a tough decision, and thankfully I gotta admit that I have the privilege of like my parents, because like not everybody would sustain this career path, I guess, if they don't have any safety net. But like for me, thankfully I have my parents that supported me financially.
Awesome.
And then at that time, so I can keep continuing in music, like through musical theater until, COVID hits. So I was basically unemployed, and in the entertainment industry, when you're about to go up, and then you're new in the industry, and then COVID hit. So even the biggest stars out there like barely had any jobs.
Yeah.
And can you imagine being me? Like it's just basically unemployed and depressed and so on. But like
you survive.
But like what I had in mind was like, okay, maybe for now it's kind of killing me to not have any job, but I asked my father once again, and I used my savings to actually learn and to take lessons. Like back then I took a sign language lesson. I took content creator.
You can speak silent language.
Kind of a little. Like I could introduce myself.
I only said thank you.
Thank you and you're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, I could. It's because of my class, and I took sign language class. I took content creating class. I took basically videography and all those things while I'm unemployed. And one of the great class that I took was like voice over.
And interesting.
And it was back in because I don't want to go back to office setting. Like I don't think I would fit in there.
The routine and everything.
Right. And so while I have the voice, so I said, what other career paths that could probably like utilize my voice, like without me having to work in the office. So I was like, there's this voiceover career. Like back then, the first time I heard voiceover career was through my mentor, Sir Johnny White. His name was Sir Johnny White. He used to be the radio announcer for one of the radio in Jakarta.
Okay.
And he was the one who introduced me at first. And then after that, I took lesson in Voice Institute Indonesia. And after that, like until this day, I became their right hand, kind of like a trusty person. Like it's so amazing to see how far I've come, I guess. And yeah, through that and through actively taking classes, I could work on, dubbing for digital platforms. You've probably seen me.
You already did dub some music or some films?
Dubbings, yeah, films and series, but I couldn't really disclose what specifically. But I had
sing in musical.
In musical, musical. The musical thing was like later on, because like the last time I had my musical was like 2019. But then the most comebacks I have is actually the comebacks like I haven't had in a long time. So it was last year, December. It was the Mamma Mia the musical.
Oh, yes. Is it like Mamma Mia?
Yeah, that Mamma Mia. Not Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. Not that one. Okay.
All right, so can we hear just a little bit when you sing the Mamma Mia song? It's really famous by ABBA, right?
Yeah, and it's a licensed Broadway production. So like we bought the license and we take the original scripts and the scorings and everything. And so I played as Sophie Sheridan there. Sophie's song, one of the most proud moment for me, I guess, when I could sing Thank You for the Music.
All right.
So it goes like, thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty, what would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
I cannot clap here. I have to clap here. Okay. Wow. That's amazing. You have an amazing voice, actually.
Thank you very
and
much.
you also has a lot of characters. When you sing one song that calls breathtaking, it's really, really amazing, right?
Thank you.
So I think we're gonna hear and wrapped up right now.
Some requests from
requests?
from the control rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, you can speak Korean too, right?
You do?
Oh my god, just
Oh
a
my
little.
God.
Like, I just take my Korean lessons, like maybe a few weeks.
Okay.
And I can only say like 안녕하세요. 저는 아즈카입니다. Indonesian 사람은 사lah. Wrong. Like, yeah, you got the point. Like, I can only do basic introduction, and that's also 안녕하세요. I guess to the chingus who's listening to Voice of Indonesia, maybe one or two chingus out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one more thing, she has a long list of the LinkedIn, the
Oh
portfolio.
my God.
And the
See, told you.
question
I'm
is,
exposed.
You're popular.
one more thing. Why haven't you been a translator, something like that? Because you have been translating lots of songs from the cringe one, according to people, into the best ones.
Oh, all right. Why haven't I becoming a translator?
Producer has been spoken, so.
Fun fact.
Oh.
I was an interpreter. For a big event. Like, do you know APSA is Asia Pacific Screen Awards?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a one step before Oscar, right? Like, I did some translation for Mrs. Chutmini back in the days. Yeah, when I was still studying in Queensland, I got asked to be the Indonesian interpreter for her at the festival. So yeah, that was one of the greatest moments because I got to see the amazing actors and producer, directors, basically filmmakers.
You met all of them.
Yeah, and I've got to see some amazing actors and actresses that I found on screen. Like I watched them on the screen, it was there before my eyes. So yeah, it's amazing that I could have worked like that one time, but just that one time.
Just one time.
The rest of it, I only did it for fun.
She only did it for fun, but it's quite educating.
Right.
All right, then. We're going to promote your wonderful song called Breathtaking because I've been had a sneak peek for a little bit and you have so many characters in one song.
But have you seen the music
voice.
video though?
No, I haven't. I just listened to the
Can I explain a little bit about the song?
Okay, sure.
Right. All right. So the song called Breathtaking is actually about a moment of victory in your life, and let it be like smallest, biggest moments in your life. And the original music video that I launched in 2019, it fills with the stories of my friends who had struggles with their own demons that finally found their turning point and finally could embrace life once more. So if I may like mention my friend's story, is like one of them suffers with bipolar disorders. And she finally overcame it, and she finally, despite being late in graduating university, but she could manage by doing it like 5 years of college, and then she could get married, she could have a child, and it's amazing for a person with bipolar, apparently, like according to her.
It's your best friend.
It's a friend of mine. Oh. Yeah, it's an old friend of mine. And then she became, so from one person with bipolar, she chose to empower others through the community. So she joined the bipolar people with bipolar community. And other than that, like another friend of mine, she's a trans woman who faced a lot of hate in here. So that's how she overcome it, is by truly being herself. And other than that, there's another one is like my friend who liked to dance K-pop, but he's a guy. So back then in 2019, K-pop dance wasn't really like this
popular.
It was popular, but like not like this popular. So like guys who basically dance K-pop still got a lot of hate for it. And yeah, he said like it's one of the breathtaking moments of my life. In the clips, he said it was one of the breathtaking moments in my life when I finally admit that it's myself, that I embrace it fully. So yeah, breathtaking is very personal to me, and it's also, I hope it can be personal to other people too that face similar struggles or whatever struggles that you have. That the message is practically don't forget to thank yourself. Despite, like these circumstances, you might overcome it. Like people might support you, but like the red line is like it's always with you as well. Sometimes you forget to thank you and soak in all this credits for you. But like breathtaking is all about that. It's soaking in all the credits for you. Like don't forget to thank you and love yourself and all that. Yeah.
Oh, it's so deep. The meaning is so deep, and hopefully it could also encourage a lot of people who has a similar problems, or perhaps
I hope so.
A lot of hatreds or so many bullying that happens these days, right? And hopefully it can encourage all of them who listen. So we're going to check out right now and wrap up our show for today. We are going to listen to this wonderful lady besides me who's going to sing Breathtaking.
All right.
Okay, let's check it out. Bye.
Take my hand, they say to take my hand. everything is gonna get better. Take a step, they say to take a step. It's one chance or it becomes never. Some days I feel drowned, some days I feel bright, some days I feel the world's gonna be my best friend forever and ever. And it's now. Ooh, oh. Take it slow, you are the one you owe. Make this one you'll cherish forever. Life's a show, so put it on like a pro. Your moment is gonna come sooner or later. Some days I feel drowned, some days I feel bright, some days I feel the world's gonna be my best friend forever and ever. And it's now standing here, I've never felt so light. Being here, it takes away the blues. Cause all this time, it comes down to this moment. Oh, staring at my own reflection, I don't know what to say. Well, I'm just smiling and grinning and flying. And it's all breathtaking. Yeah, it's a life I'm learning, don't you go rambling on stopping who you are, it's a no-go. Take a moment thinking who you are, you deep that low. Take a moment, you face that demon toe to toe. One step, two steps, you get it. Don't hold the back, it's worth it. Burning flame, burning fire, burning passion. Wear what you must, what you're proud of, cause now that's a fashion. Victory has never tasted so sweet when you move and dance with the flow. Be it right or wrong, you're growing strong. Cause when you reach that mountain top, you know that it's because you believed in you. Believe it was true. You saw it through. You make you do all the things and broke your limits. Be proud of who you are. Standing here, I've never felt so light. Being here, it fades away the blues. Cause all this time, it comes down to this moment. Oh, staring at my own reflection, I don't know what to say. Well, I'm just smiling and grinning. Now flying, you're flying. Oh, staring